Okay, quick question. If you've got a 401k, or your parents do, or you're just one of those people who's got some index funds sitting in a Robinhood app you check like once a month, you're probably way more exposed to AI right now than you think. And no, not because you went out and bought Nvidia stock. It's because the S&P 500 is so stacked with the same handful of tech companies that when you buy the market, you're kind of buying the AI boom too, whether you meant to or not. So here's what I actually want to talk about today. Not, is AI a bubble? Everyone's already yelling about that. I want to show you how this thing is actually being paid for. And once you see it, you're not going to unsee it. So here's the number to start with. Big tech is on pace to spend over $700 billion this year, just on AI infrastructure. Data centers, chips, power plants to run all of it. That's not a typo. That's the biggest infrastructure build-out in human history. Bigger than the interstate highway system, bigger than the railroads, and it's happening in a fraction of the time either of those took. Here's the part that should actually catch your attention. These companies aren't paying for this out of pocket anymore. A couple years ago, sure, they were burning through cash reserves. That's normal, companies do that. But now, they're taking 94% of the cash their businesses make and just pouring it straight back into building more data centers. There's basically nothing left over, no cushion. So what do you do when you've spent almost all your cash and you still need more? You borrow. And that's exactly what happened. Tech companies issued more bonds in the first 5 months of 2026 than in the previous 5 years, combined. Just sit with that for a second. 5 years of borrowing, compressed into 5 months. That's not a company being cautious. That's a company that ran out of other options. Now, if you've been paying even a little attention, you've probably heard people warn about an AI bubble before. This isn't new. And here's the part that's actually kind of wild. A lot of the loudest warnings aren't coming from outside critics. They're coming from inside the industry. The CEO of OpenAI has publicly said investors are overexcited about AI and that some people are going to lose real money. Amazon's founder called the current environment an industrial bubble, and one of the most well-known hedge fund investors in the world has said we're in the early stages of one and that people should brace for it. So this isn't some fringe theory. It's coming from the people actually building this stuff. But here's what most of those warnings don't get into. Even after maxing out the bond market, these companies still needed more money. So they turned to something most people have never even heard of. It's called shadow banking. Right now, 5 major tech companies owe roughly $1.65 trillion in obligations that do not show up on their public balance sheets. And I want to be clear, this isn't hidden illegally. It's hidden legally through something called a special purpose vehicle, or an SPV. Okay, let me explain that in the simplest way I can. Say you want to build a $27 billion building, but you don't want that debt showing up on your credit report. So, you create a separate company. That company borrows the money and builds the building. Then you sign a lease, and you pay that company rent forever. On paper, you don't own the building. You don't owe the debt. In real life, you're the only one using it. You're the entire reason it exists. And if anything goes wrong, you're usually the one guaranteeing it in the fine print. There's an SPV called Beignet Investor. It's the largest project financing deal ever completed, $27 billion, built specifically to fund Meta's massive Hyperion data center in Louisiana. Meta only legally owns 20% of this thing. So that $27 billion in debt basically disappears from Meta's public balance sheet. But Meta is the only tenant. And buried in the fine print, Meta has agreed to guarantee the value of the building if things go sideways. So functionally, Meta is on the hook for all of it. It just doesn't look that way in the numbers investors actually see. If you pulled up Meta's balance sheet today, you would not see this debt. You'd have to go digging into footnotes and SEC filings most people will never read. This isn't a one-off weird exception. It's becoming the blueprint. Morgan Stanley estimates the total off-balance sheet exposure across the whole industry is now around $1.8 trillion. That's $1 trillion in obligations that don't show up anywhere you'd normally go looking for risk. Not in the headlines, not in the earnings call, not in the stock price you're looking at. Okay, here's the uncomfortable math. Right now, actual AI revenue across the whole industry is around $110 billion. They're spending over $700 billion a year to chase that. And for this to actually work out, I'm not even saying make everyone rich, just work out. 4 things basically have to go right, all at the same time. First, AI revenue has to multiply several times over. Right now, companies are selling a lot of beta software, enterprise seats, and API access, but they need to invent entirely new, massive industries to justify a $700 billion annual price tag. Second, the return on all this spending has to stop shrinking. Right now, the return on every new dollar the cloud giants invest is dropping. By some industry metrics, it slid from around 40% down toward 20%. If projections are right and that hits 10%, the math falls apart completely. Third, the borrowing window has to stay wide open. Remember that $1.5 trillion gap between the cash these companies actually have and what they've already committed to spend through 2028? They have to find lenders willing to bridge that massive hole year after year without interest rates crushing the bottom line. And finally, the fourth thing, the US power grid, an actual physical aging power grid. A single AI query takes nearly 10 times the electricity of a standard Google search. Some of these new data center campuses require a full gigawatt of power. That is the equivalent of a nuclear reactor, just for one campus. The largest power market in America is already hitting its price caps just trying to keep up. And if even one of those 4 slips, that's when you start hearing the word correction a lot more on the news. I'm not telling you to panic sell your index fund tomorrow. I'm telling you this because most people think the AI bubble is some abstract Wall Street thing that doesn't touch them. It's not abstract. It's baked into your retirement account. It's baked into your phone company's stock. It's baked into the S&P 500 you might not even know you own. You don't need to predict the future here. You just need to know what you're actually holding. If this was useful, subscribe.